A few really, really quick announcements. My husband and I are moving to North Carolina end of April. So between now and the end of April, things are getting a little hectic here. Trying to figure out how to actually make this move happen. So with that being said, I'm making all of my videos short and sweet these 2 months. No fancy intros and outros. I'm not going to be showing the whole shuffling thing because that's all part of the editing process and that all takes a lot of time. So I shuffled and I laid out the cards before I recorded this video, and I'm going to do the same in April. Also, closing my doors on private readings beginning March 21st because Mercury retrograde starts March 22nd, and it's always more difficult for me to do readings during that time. I'm Gemini, I'm ruled by Mercury, and it just really affects me in that way. And also, we're going to be like way into this moving process. So I'm going to close the doors on that between March 22nd and the end of April. So if you want a private reading with me, get in touch by my website, thecreativegypsy.net, between now and March 21st. Otherwise, you're going to have to wait until May. Okay? And also, I'm going to be changing the name of my business soon. Once I feel 100% on the new name, I will make an official announcement and also explain why I'm changing the name as well. So just keep an eye out for that. Follow me on Instagram at The Creative Gypsy to keep up to date on everything that's going on. Okay, so here we go. We're getting right into your reading here. I have it all laid out for you. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit here so you can really see the cards. And I'm also going to flip them around so you can see them from your perspective. So there seems to be a little bit of a hiccup in the beginning of the month. Oh, and then the rest of the month, you're doing great. So we have the Queen of Cups, the Nine of Swords, the Fool, which is considered 0 in the major arcana, and the Nine of Pentacles. So Queen of Cups. She is nurturing. She's a mother. She's caring. She's kind. She's great to go to for advice. She's a close friend. She is just, the epitome of caring, and giving of her time and her energy to anyone. She's just a very nurturing mother, basically. So when I see this, I see you almost kind of bending over backwards for other people in your life, maybe friends, maybe family, maybe a significant other, really putting your heart and your, just all of your caring and comfort into another person. And it seems like it ends up being draining for you. We have the Nine of Swords here, and this is just like, I'm depressed, I'm mentally exhausted, I'm inconsolable, there's no hope, I can't get out of this depression that I'm in, basically. So when I see these two together, I see I've bent myself over backwards for somebody, and now I feel completely drained and confused and hurt. And it's like they've taken advantage of me and my caring efforts, basically. So just be cautious of this in the beginning of the month. It could be a mother figure that becomes draining or disappointing in some way or another. Or it just could be, you've just put so much love and effort into something that did not work out for you, and it's upsetting to you. But I see this more as I'm bending over backwards for somebody, and they're more so an energy vampire and have drained me dry. And I'm just completely exhausted. So that's like the first half of the month. So just be very careful of this energy. Just be careful of the amount of effort and time and energy you're putting into other people. I would consider, taking salt baths, Epsom salt baths, as a way of recharging yourself, especially after interacting with a certain person that, once you are interacting with them and you leave them, you start to feel tired and you don't know why. I would recharge yourself with salt water, either going to the ocean and just stepping in it. But I mean, it's winter in the northern hemisphere, so maybe just getting Epsom salt, taking an Epsom salt bath, you know, whatever it is that you need to do to recharge yourself. Take care of you in the beginning of the month, because towards the end of the month is, you know, things start to take off for you. So you really want to make sure that you're taking care of yourself in the beginning of the month so you can avoid this. And then we have in the middle to the second half of the month, you put this energy behind you. And you're like, screw everybody. I'm just going to dive headfirst into this new adventure for myself, or I'm leaving this situation behind and moving forward with a positive outlook on my life, and putting my trust in the universe and in this process, and putting my trust in myself to you know, get to where it is that I want to go. So just being careful that you're not burning bridges in the process. I mean, unless you really strongly feel like it's necessary, then, you know, by all means go ahead and maybe just not be so dramatic about it. Just, you know, cut those cords and and just continue forward without creating the drama behind it. Like, you know, just block them, just, you know, don't respond to them, to this energy vampire. Okay. And, you know, because that's what they want. They want your response. They want the drama. So continuing forward, feeling joyful now that you've cut yourself off from this energy vampire, potentially. They're not draining you dry anymore, so your energy is yours and you're ready to take on the day. And then we have the 9 of Pentacles, and she is just in it. She is in her zone. 9 indicates like completion of a project. So maybe you've started on a project in the middle of the month and you've completed some of it or most of it. And here you are just enjoying, like really taking note of where how far you've come this month. I also see like she's doing more research for the next step, for the next project. She's researching what she can do next to create more of this. But also she's relaxing here. So she's giving herself a break after all the hard work she's put into whatever it is she started in the middle of the month. So whatever project that you dove head first into, you're starting, like you're seeing the, you know, the rewards of your efforts. Maybe this is like a big payday for you, or this could just be like, you know, giving yourself a little bit of a break in between the intensity of the project, and like giving yourself a pat on the back for how far you've come, just relaxing after all the craziness. So this is a great way to segue into the next month for you, Aries. You know, just a little bit of a hiccup in the beginning of the month, but that does not stop you. You charge ahead and you get shit done. And then here you are enjoying the fruits of your efforts already so quickly. Despite Mercury going into retrograde. So it's almost like you feel the effects of Mercury retrograde before it even starts. And then you get your head in the game, you get in the zone, and you just, you know, plow ahead and push through it. So I'm just pulling an oracle card from the Nature's Whispers oracle card deck. And then we're going to call it a day. Oh, this one just kind of came out kind of weird. So it says, make a decision. So I think that means decide on where you want to direct your energy this month. Decide, you know, who is more important, you or other people this month? And it seems like the answer is you. You know, every once in a while it's good to be giving of yourself and your time and your energy and efforts to other people. I feel like Aries is a very generous sign. But it seems like this month needs to be all about you and getting shit done. So make sure the beginning of the month is really all about taking care of yourself and your energy. You know, getting yourself charged up in one way or another. Just, you know, taking care of your health, your energy levels, all of that, so that you can just dive right into what needs to be done later on in this month. Okay, so make that decision to choose you, Aries. Okay, and it'll work out so well in your favor. This is a fantastic card. You know, money coming in, you know, or material items coming in, gifts coming in, which makes sense because your birthday month. Just, it's going to be a good time towards the end of the month. All right, Aries, I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I told you I would keep it short and sweet. And I will see you in April.